Hello everyone and welcome to JFX Trading Group. So, in this video, I'm just going to walk you through this week, my trading week, and what we did, what I took, and how I passed my phase one challenge. And on top of that, I'm going to simply, go through the journal I'm working on, the dashboard I'm working on Notion. It's a very good dashboard. For now, I'm sorry I'll be the only one using it, but as time goes on, I think I'm just going to add more features and maybe monetize it and maybe put it on our website so that our users can utilize this while we work on the new website. So this week I took a trade on GBPJPY. It was in London session, and I took a level 1 long. And I closed this manually. It was a win. And then on 21, that's when I closed fully all these trades manually as well, right? And then on the same day, I took another trade on GBPJPY and I closed it manually. It was a good trade. I closed it too early. It went higher, which is fine. And then here I took another one as well, which was GBPUSD. I took it as a shift bar in New York session, and it was a level 2 long, closed manually, and it was a win. And then another one I took it on the same day, on the next day. This is when I passed my challenge, and that was like a London trade, level 2 long, and closed by TP because the TP was hit. It was about 30 pips or so. And then I took another one on 22. This was a loss, unfortunately. I was just trying to see if the FEG was going to hold, but it didn't hold. And this was now my phase 2 challenge, and I lost. And I took another trade on EU based on certain criteria that I'm going to show you, and I lost. And then on the same day around 6:23, I took a GBPUSD and I closed because I don't like leaving trades to run overnight. I rarely do that unless if I'm swinging with a very small lot size. And here I have another GBPUSD level 2 long, closed manually. It was a win on the 22nd. And then today I took a GBPJPY in London, and it brought back everything that I lost on these two guys, and I went back above break even, which is good. And then I took another GBPUSD. This one I scratched out. I'm going to update this. I scratched out because it closed below. It trapped off the water. That's why I closed it. So let's start with the trades I took on the 21st of January, so you can see what I was looking at, what I was focusing on. So what I normally do is my daily routine is I check on my H1 time frame to see what I'm looking for and what I'm expecting. Obviously I do check on daily, but rarely. I check on H4 and see where I am. So in this case, remember, this was the last swing high before this low was formed. So we're expecting price to come and break above to say we're now bullish long term, break above, retest, and then go higher. Otherwise, we are still looking forward to that. So let's go to H1. H1, you see that here we had this bullish market structure shift, and then they went higher. I missed this trade. I was busy, but the thing is, look, I don't like taking these trades as well, so it was fine by me. And then on Monday, this is the trade that I took. So let's just zoom in a little and check at what happened here. Why I took this trade. It was not yet in level 1. It was still around the peak, but the fact that we had this break-off structure, they came to retest this void and then they went higher. They left this liquidity void, fair value gap here, and then they retested it and then they went higher. So my entry was made right here. Let me show you. So this was a nice trade. Look, it was a multi-session W with a railroad track on the second leg. You could take it here and then you have your own trade. But the thing is, for me, when it's a peak trade, I normally like seeing a shift bar, and then I take it off the shift bar. I would have taken it here on close above the catch-up, and then I would take it again, but this shift bar was too big. I would just would have left it. And if you take it, look, it's too tight to the mayor. You can't really focus on that because you have like about a 48 pip stop loss with a 25 pips profit, it doesn't make sense. So you would want to wait for the next day. So what did they do the next day? They came back here, they formed this leg, they after the consolidation, and then look at what they did here. We have a 10 pips, so it's a half Batman structure. If you were to take this in Asian session, you would have to wait for this candle. That's your entry. Your stop loss goes below it about 15 pips, and then you have your 45 pips profit. But for me, I'll be sleeping in this session, so I'll be waiting for this induction. So what they did here was an induction, and then a stop hand in 1, 2, 3 swipes, and they gave me a V bottom with this trap, which was a rotor track, though it was not really that nice. So I had to wait for price to close above these two EMAs to take the trade. I took it right here, and then it went higher. So when it went higher, I booked some, right? And then I booked some somewhere here, and then it went higher. So looking at the TDI confluence, what do you see here? You see that there was no shark fin though, but the thing is, it was trapping off the static. It trapped off the static, closed above, and my entry was when the when the RSI went above the static, above the signal line. That was a nice trade, and it paid very well. I remember this trade is the trade I made about 6.2%. Can you believe it? And then on the next day, they just came right back to that area. But remember, here we had another FVG, right? You can see it was on H1. I'll go back to H1, and I'll show you the other FVG that they formed. Let's zoom in a little bit. And you see right here, we have this FVG that they formed here, and price now we have the peak being locked as soon as the water goes below the catch up. It means that we're now going for level 1. Price has locked the peak. The peak has been confirmed. There's a break of market structure, and then there is this move to the upside with the 1850 crossing. So there are certain rules when it comes to peak formations. We have one, I want to look at break of market structure, movement away from the peak for at least a day, 1 times a data value, and then I would say, okay, that's my peak formation, right? Obviously, price would have moved for about 3 levels to the downside before we can think of reversing, and then it came back, retested the FVG, started consolidating, then went up after that. Went up after that. So look, we had this retest FVG, and here you see that price was stripping, gave like sort of a W off the static. But the thing is, I didn't like the trade, honestly. I took it off lower time frames, but it was not nice, right? Look at what they did. They did this. I took it somewhere here, and then they came back again, started consolidating, came back again, went up. And I was like, no, what? Let me just get out of the water. And then they came back down, right? I was tempted to get in. I was like, let me just leave it. They came back down again and again. And I was like, no, what? I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to leave these things running to see what's going to happen after that. And then that was Tuesday. And on Wednesday, they gave this rally to the upside. And this is the day I took a trade of GBPUSD. I'll show you. I'm going to just look at GBPUSD and GBPJPY. So now price, remember, our A data value here is 189. So if we multiply this by 2, we'll get a certain value. That's our 2 times A data value, right? So if we say 189, if we multiply it by 2, we'll get about 378. So price need to move about 378 before we can say it's in level 2. So how many pips did it move? About 366. So this is a level of consolidation after the level 1 rise, level 2 rise. They're still going to level 2. So once we get to level 2, obviously maybe we'll be looking at this blueberry. Level 2 is somewhere up here, above this area. And that's what I'm looking for. So you see, this is a good setup, right? Looking at the H1, it's a nice W or on H1, and this could be a nice trade to the upside. So if you want, you could just take it after 10 minutes. If it closes above this catch-up line, you'd wait for it to sort of retest, then up. You could take it right here. It's a nice trade, right? and I already took it on the 15-minute time frame on the low test candles here. I took it right down here, but I took it off M1 by the way. So you can really, this big huge W and this ZRT also on retest, I took it somewhere here. So my entry is somewhere here. My stop loss is right here, about 8 pips on the funded account, and here it's a demo, so you can see the entries here, and everything is lining up. So I'm still expecting price to go higher in this case. If it does, which means we have a break of market structure on H4, and that would confirm our bullish bias to the upside, probably to go even higher. So we'll see if they break and they come and they close above here, and then we'll be waiting for a retest of this zone before we go higher. So that'll be like a sort of like a reset before we go higher. Okay. So today that was my trade. So let's take a look at the criteria, because what I did today was kind of crazy, right? So I saw this W, this nice W, though it was not a one leg outside, one leg inside the band as I expect. So I took price when it went up. I took it here because I was like, okay, that's a reaction of the FVG. I'll take it right here. And then they went up, they came down. So as they closed below like this, I closed these trades here. And then I waited price to go down here, and I took another trade here, which I closed on TP1. So when price started coming back down, the other trade that I left was at break even, and then it kind of like, hit the thing, and then it went higher. And then I saw this 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a quarter foods, right? I took the trade right here just before the news, like right here as it closed. I took it right here, and then they went down. Right, my stop loss was way below, so it was safe. They went down. I was like, you know what? If this can close like this, I'm going to close some trades. So I waited for them to come down. As they were coming up, I closed all these trades and left the one that was down below here running. It's not yet at break even. I'm just waiting for price to take out this high before I can think of going for a break even trade. So they took out this sell side liquidity here, right here. Right, it was around 3:30. I took my trade around that time, and then it went a little bit up. I booked some right here. You can blame me for that, can you? Because I booked it around. Oh no, it was about 25 pips or so. I booked some trades and I left some running. Now it brought me back to break even completely, and it worked because I had made some foolish decisions somewhere around here. And if price went a little bit lower, I was going to lose. So the thing is, this whole thing allowed me to mitigate my losses here, and one of it was in profit, one of it was in loss, small profit and a small loss, and then it went a little bit higher, which is good. I'm still in as of now, and I'm looking at about 20 pips plus, and I'm hoping that they go even higher, because that's what I'm looking at for this session. Now let's take a look at the trade main of the session, the trade that made me pass. I did take a trade here. This is a nice shift bar, and they went back down here, so I took it right here. As they closed below, they trapped off this water in the menu. I took it out because you don't know if they're going to go down. So once the exit rules are met, please just help yourself out and move away, and leave the leave those who don't want to follow the rules to run the trade. So let's go on H1 to see what we're looking at. So you see here we have a peak with our nice level 1, our nice level 2. So we are in level 2, and I'm expecting price to come into level 3 before you can think of selling. And that level 3, by the way, is a nice bearish order block on the daily time frame. You can see here there's a nice bearish order block, and this is the mean threshold of that. So if price comes here, we'll be expecting sales around this area. That could be like a nice reset of an H4 time frame to go down. So we're expecting sales around this area. It's a nice sell zone, but for now we're bullish until we get there. If it drops from here, that's a good thing, because it could drop, take out this liquidity, form a huge W, and that'd be going up again. So that's what I'm expecting. If you look at the weekly, it's bearish. Monthly is bearish as well, because it came off this nice FVG and this order block right here. and then it went down. Now we just wanted to break this structure, because for me to say, okay, it's going to, I wanted them to break this to say that we are now bullish long term on the monthly. But I don't really focus on the monthly much, because I'm a daily trader. So I'm a day trader. So the thing is, I won't really focus on higher time frames, right? That's what I do. Okay, so look, it's moving nicely. I closed out, but it's okay. I have another one running here in demo, but on that funded challenge, I have another one that is running on the GBPJPY here. It's running here, so I'm hoping this goes up. I don't have any regrets now for closing this trade, because I followed all my rules. If I'm to do my psych review for the day, I'll be looking at this as a nice close before they went up. So let's take a look at what I did this week on GBPJPY So on Monday, I didn't really take anything, right? It was a nice trade though. If you look at it, it was a nice trade, a nice V bottom. On Monday, it was a nice V bottom. You can see it here. It did just give an induction, went down to this fair value gap right here. So let's just draw the fair value gap so you can see it. So we have this fair value gap here, went back down into that fair value gap, and then after that we saw price reacting. So for me, I wait for price to react. I don't just take it as it is in the fair value, because it could break it. It could make this like a a flip, right? So I can't really focus on that. I just wait for the reaction and then I take it right here. Or I would just wait for price to close above all EMAs, which it did right here, and I would have closed the trade right here. So it's okay, I didn't take this trade, and then it went back down. And then on this day is the day I took the trade right here. So this is another trade I took. I waited for the W to be formed, waited for price to give me a shift bar, close above all EMAs, and I took my trade with a stop loss around 25 pips, and I got like a nice 1:1, if I remember pretty well. It was a nice 1:2, by the way, 1:1, 1:2. And then now on the next day here, I was expecting price to go higher, and when I saw price coming back into the fair value gap right here, I was like, okay, that's a good thing. So I wait for a shift bar. So I waited for a shift bar, because if you take it here, they could just easily react off this area and then go down to Mayo, this is what I was expecting. But since they hit the FVG is my support area, I took it off this thing. It was about a 14 pips stop loss, and I got about I was targeting about 20 pips, and I got the 20 pips, which was nice. So it was like a nice 1:1 point something, right? And then price started coming down. So when I saw it coming back into this fair value gap, I was like, it's a level 2. This could be a continuation trade, right? This could be like an AR50 trade. You know what they say. But what I was supposed to do is I was supposed to wait for price to close above all EMAs, which I didn't, and I paid handsomely for that. All right, and price went down. I saw they took out this low. I took it again here, brought back some profits, and then I just had to wait for today. So today I took it off. I didn't take it here because I was in GJ by the time they moved. I took it right here, and then if I was still in, I was just in profit right now. But I'm not in this trade. I'm in this trade, and it's playing games. Let's see what they'll do. But I'm risking 0.1%, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, 0.1%. I'm already done for the day, so that's what was 0.1%. If it goes higher, I benefit even more. Like I'm looking at the 1:10, 1:20. It's possible, right? If I ride it to level 3, right? Let's see what they'll do. All right, so let's go back to the journal. So this is a good thing, the journal thing, right? Let's go back to the dashboard so you can see what I'm trying to do here. So Notion is a very good tool when it comes to building these things, when it comes to building websites. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can as well try to build your own, right? I had to watch a few tutorials on YouTube for me to build this thing, and then after that I was just trying to use my OpenAI ChatGPT to help me organize my stuff, organize the database and stuff. So this is my dashboard, right? And it says, welcome to my dashboard, plan your trade, and trade your plan. It's a good thing to plan. And there's this clock, beautiful thing that is showing that today is Thursday, and it's 16:59, and you can see here there's the medical school side, because I need to work on my study schedule as well, because I need to balance the two. And this is my side hustle side, right? Forex trading journal. This is the dashboard. And I'm yet to add more features. These are other pages where you find the database, right? And here we have a nice dashboard, a nice trading journal. So I'll open my dashboard, and here you can see that this is my dashboard. You can see the trade performance. Obviously it's not showing like the nice thing that I want to show, because the free version only allows you to to add only one chart. So once I subscribe, I'll be able to get more charts on this. It's a good tool, trust me. I'm planning to add all these features, figure out how I'm going to add them. And then there's a live chat below. So there's a trading view live chat that I just embedded. It is nice. So you can actually analyze right on the dashboard without even going outside, without even going to another trading view platform to analyze. So you can analyze right here. Let it load. While it load, let me show you around. So here you can see the curve. It was a roller coaster. I had some losses, I had some wins, but in the end, we're looking at a nice rally. It is a confusing graph. I'm yet to refine it. I'm still learning on how to make this. So you can analyze on this. You can put a full screen and then analyze on this. You can even take this thing, analyze, see what you want to see, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? So let's do the toggle. Now let's go to our accounts, right? You get to see what I'm working on. I'll be updating you to see if I pass the challenge. If I pass the challenge, I'll let you know, like, okay guys, I passed the challenge. It's going to take time though. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to just take my time. So the personal account is at 0, and the new account, you see something here. So the personal account, you see the balance and everything. Even if there's anything inside this account, you will never see it. I'll never really publish it on YouTube like that for the whole world to see, right? I don't trust you all, right? So Profim challenge phase 1 passed. I made about 8.26%. I achieved the goal, and now I'm in phase 2. I'm just around this value. I haven't yet really updated this. It's like a 0.28% gain. Net profit, it's a good thing. I'm yet to add more features here, like the all these things. I'm yet to work on these so that it can look exactly like this. So this is a back testing journal, like you can see right here. So let's go to my trading journal. It's pretty easy on how you can actually do it. It's very simple. It's just clicking on new page, and then you get to enter all the information, all the stuff, the new trade, the account that is related to, that is connected to, that you're taking the trade on. And this is the open, the day, the date, and the time. And here the close, the symbols. You can choose from the symbols that I put in my database. And we have here the trade direction. You can see here this level 1, level 2, level 3, PFL, PFH, long short. And there's a trend point here. You can see the SB. This simply means static bounce on the TDI, market baseline bounce. You can see here the divergence, the one leg outside, one leg inside the band on the TDI, the blueberry, the mayo, the water, the shark fin, the FVG. And here we have a setup. I'll be looking at couple setups. I'm looking at the candlestick pattern right here, and I'm looking at the A top, the V bottom, the shift bar, my favorite. And we have the evening star, the morning star, the AR50 trade setup, the AR00 trade setup, the HP, and this is the half payment structure type 2, half payment type 1, MW low test pin, which is a hammer. And the session I'm taking the trade, you just enter it right here, and the risk, and then you go down. You can now add the images that you want to add so that it looks exactly like something I'm about to show you. The entry details, the exit details. I haven't really done so much on the exit details, but the entry details, I've done something. And the analysis I do add these days. So let me show you this trade I took on GBPJPY today, around 12. There's another one I took recently, but let me just show you this one I took around 12. What I was thinking when I was taking the trade, because I was fighting for my life, guys. I was trying to get back above break even. Can you imagine? So here it made a nice profit, 2.28. It was a win. I closed manually. I know partial bookings, I normally book them manually because sometimes when I take the trade, I take them in a different way. So I booked it right here. You see, this was my entry on the funded challenge, and it went higher. I booked it right here. It was a nice 1:2. So much. Alright, so the FVG retest, a nice W in there, and then the entry details done. So the analysis, you can see what I was showing you here. Level 1, I'm expecting the price to go to level 2, but we don't know if they're going to do that. We just wait and see. Tomorrow we'll be looking for more trades and more setups. I do look at news events, and currently I'm building a new feature. I'm building the daily analysis page. I can't show you right now because I'm still working on the database to see how the page will look like. It will be nice. So the backtesting is still the same journal that you can just go and backtest. When you're backtesting, you collect your data, you put it here. The new page, when the pair that you're backtesting, you put it here. It's the same thing as what you were seeing in the previous parts. And let's go to our menu. And then I'm still working on the daily analysis, and I'll work on the weekly review so that you guys, when I do my weekly review on Fridays, you will see what I've done during the week and the resources. Because I'm planning to start trading from 3:30 to 6, and I'm going to add Nasdaq for that because that's the pair that normally moves in New York very well, very nicely. So I'm looking at New York Open. I'm looking at half 3. Half 3 is not New York Open. Half 3 is when I'm analyzing to see what I'm going to look for around the New York session. Okay. So this is it, guys. That's all I had to show you. I'm sorry to show you like so little, and I'm hoping that next time I get to show you more. As you can see, this price is just still playing games, coming back down again. This is something that I don't like to see. So normally when price does this, I just either move to break even and let price do what it does, or I just close the trades because it's already 5 or 6. No, it's too early for me to think about that. Let's see how this H1 candle closes to say we are going to think of something else. But these lows are really lows of high liquidity. They could be doing something crazy with price here. But let's see what they'll do. So until next time, guys, when I show you, I've already done the weekly review because I'm thinking tomorrow I might not trade. If I do trade, I will show you the trade that I take, whether it's a loss or it's a win. I want you guys to walk with me as I start my my journey. Already I started it in 2019, but now I'm taking this to a new level. And with our website coming up, let me just show you our website. With our website coming up, it's a nice thing that you guys just go there and do something about the website. Okay, it's right here. I don't have to do anything about it. So jfxtradinggroup.co.zw is the website. So you can just learn here stuff. You can learn things. It's easy for you to learn the tutorials we have. We have the advanced, beginners, intermediate, and advanced tutorials. You can just chat with us here if you have any questions. I'll be able to reply you as soon as possible. You won't have any issues, and soon you'll be fine. So obviously we're still doing some work on the website. Obviously we're going to add more things. On the weekly webinars, we don't have any weekly webinars currently because it's still January and a lot of people are not yet back. But I'm planning to see if you guys want webinars, you just let me know, and then I'll figure out something about the webinars. I'll be inviting even this guy is a very good trader. He trades a different strategy than mine, but the thing is, he's really good, and he's one of our tutors. So until we meet again, guys, ciao.